Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Folks, we have a very, very special knife, a very delightful knife here on the table today. It's a knife that I have sought after for many years, and it is a Dave Yellowhorse custom Buck 112, and this is the horse, sometimes referred to as the running horse, and we'll get into that here a little bit later. But it comes in this very nice presentation box here. Buck Custom, handmade by Navajo artist Dave Yellowhorse. So before I get into the knife itself, and we can go over the knife and what the materials are in the handle and a little bit of history behind that, I thought we'd start out by just asking, who is Dave Yellowhorse? Well, Dave was the son of Frank Yellowhorse, and he was Navajo, and he passed away in 2020. But Frank started selling at a very young age at his parents' rug stand on the Navajo reservation, located at the Arizona and New Mexico state line at Old Route 66. He sold Navajo hand-woven rugs and petrified wood to the passing travelers. In those days, he remembers the small single-lane highway that ran in front of the stand that gave him the opportunity to meet and talk with many people from all parts of the country and the world. So Dave took an interest in the silversmithing aspect of the business and the jewelry, and he ended up doing custom knives. And we'll get more into the history of the actual custom knives here and when he started with Buck and all of that. And his son Brian has now kind of followed in his father's footsteps also. And I just wanted to put this up here that with their contact information, and there's, I think, a current picture of their store, and you can get a hold of them. I encourage everybody to visit yellowhorseltd.com for a lot more information. I don't need to repeat everything that's on their website, but it is a pretty fascinating history. Time to get down to brass tacks and take a look at this beautiful knife. One of the first questions that always comes to mind was, when was this customized? When was the knife made and then customized? And, well, the answer is clear as mud. So, folks, I have some conflicting information. If anyone has more reliable information, why, point me in that direction. Leave me a comment below. The best that I can piece things together is Dave did his first custom job in 1978 when he repaired a handle on a personal knife. In 1983, he spoke with Al Buck in a phone meeting, and later on, I think he bought some just regular production knives, customized them, and sold them through the Sharper Image Mail catalog. In 1985, the first knives were sent to Buck, around 500 of them, and it just says horse on model 112. So I don't know if that's one of these or not, because I did find on an auction website a picture. It's got two dots on each side, which shows that it looks like it doesn't say Buck Custom or anything like that. It looks like it was one of their regular production knives that he customized. So perhaps the first 500 were just regular Bucks off the production line. I do not know. And again, it just says horse on model 112. Now, in looking at different articles and different websites, this knife with this logo on it, it's been referred to as the horse, the running horse, and the wild Mustang. So I just don't know. I've got other information where I found it looks like this could have been, made around 1986 or so, because as you see here in 1987, first time Yellowhorse knives appeared in Buck catalog. You see the 112 DY horse design. So this might have been 1987, but as I go further down, I've again found other conflicting information that this particular model may have been made from the late 80s to early 90s. Now these knives all came in these very nice wood boxes. Very nice presentation. And we look at the tang stamp on this one. It just says Buck Custom USA. And again, when knives come out of the custom shop, there's usually no date symbol on them. So this is not one of the regular production knives. This is something where Buck must have sent them these and he put the handles on. Now again, what's included in the handle material? Well, from what I can figure out, is the wood here is desert ironwood, and then we've got the turquoise in there, and then red coral. The red stripes there has been referred to as red coral, and then black jet wood, which would be on either side of the red coral. So I recognize the turquoise for sure, but the other, I'm not sure, 100% positive on it. Again, there's other models that is referred to as the Mustang and that. And at the end of this here, I will try to put together a slideshow showing a whole lot of different models that has been done. But anyway, we got these beautiful brass bolsters. Just look at the work on those. And I don't even know how to refer to all of that. Kind of a scalloped look to them. And then a flowery look. And you can really see the Navajo influence there. And a question comes to my mind. This looks like a pretty old piece because just look at the patina on it. So the question always comes to mind, I like things shiny. Do I go ahead and clean these bolsters up and clean it up? Or do I leave the patina on there to help with the age, show the age of the knife? And of course, it has to be a fingerprint magnet, doesn't it? But you got your classic Buck 112 clip point blade. And I will mention, I was looking for this knife in the Buck 102. You know I love the Buck 102 Woodsman. And he did some custom ones just like this on the Woodsman. But I'll tell you anymore, when I'm just checking on like eBay and stuff, those things are, well, asking price anywhere from $400 to $600. And oh boy, that's a little bit out of range for me right now. Maybe someday I'll run across one and get a good deal on one, but I'd really love to have this one, or I think there's a buffalo inlay in that. I'd really love to have one on a 102. So yeah, this is just a fantastic knife. He does excellent work. It's just beautiful. I can't get over it. I'm still pinching myself that I was able to purchase this. So hang around for a slideshow here. I'll show you some of, of course, he's still in business. He's still doing customs. So go to his website, see what his current offerings are. And yeah, leave me a comment. What do you think of this? Should I clean up them bolsters or leave well enough alone? Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a very delightful day.